Hey guys, and welcome to stage 2. This is BC201, pattern building and C major enhancement. This really outlines some very important pattern work. For example, the C major arpeggio, which we'll cover in a moment, really outlines the chord of C major, and playing in that key is really important if you want to improvise, and just having a grasp of what it means to outline a chord is very important and very useful for your playing and your development. By this point you should also have a good grounding of all the stuff in stage 1. If there's anything you're unsure of, just nip back and of course ask questions if there is anything you're unsure of by this point. Related to everything that we've covered so far anyway. Okay, onward and upward to pattern building and C major. So, an arpeggio is just an outlining of a chord. So, for example, the C major arpeggio contains the notes C, E, and G. That is actually a C major chord. It has kind of a happy or bright sound to it, and it sounds like this. So that is the basic C major. We don't really want you to, I don't need you to understand exactly what C major chord is at this point. I'm going to do a theory course and a bit of improvisation later on so that you really get to grips with how to use it effectively. For now we're going to use it as a device to really just improve your ear a little bit and also improve your technique so that you can get moving around the saxophone a lot quicker and be able to use it to play some tunes as well. So what we want to do is play the notes low C, E, and G. All notes you should be happy with now. C, E, G. Place C at the top, button C, then come back down, G, E, C. So really slowly. Then again, set a metronome to a reasonable speed and play along with the metronome. As you can do that, speed it up a little bit. Then eventually, as you increase the metronome speeds, you'll be able to play a little bit faster. Takes time to get to that speed, guys, but really useful to be able to move your fingers and get your fingers coordinating in the right way. Increase the speed gradually. Okay guys, so we've got to grips with the scale and also with the arpeggio. It's going to take a bit of practice, but do so. What I'd like to do now is combine the two. So do the scale ascending and then the arpeggio attached to the end, like this. Just get your fingers used to doing a variety of stepwise motion and also leap motion. Very good for your technique, that. Also do it the other way around, so do the arpeggio and then the scale coming down. Again, do it with the metronome and speed it up. Increase the speed gradually. Do it both with tongued and also just slurred blowing straight through, always going for that nice sound. The next pattern, remember that really tunes are all pattern based. They're often very repetitive and there's a certain pattern that you've got to get your head around. So if you can play all of these different patterns in different keys, then well, you're quite a long way into saxophone supremacy really. It's all about getting your fingers around these patterns. So a little pattern exercise to have a little go at. It's also quite fun, this one. You're going to start on low C, jump up an octave to the upper C, down to B, back to C, A, C, G, C, F, C, E, C, D, C, and low C again. Make sure these low notes speak really nicely. It sounds like this. So I'm really working quite hard to get those low notes out after I've been doing the leap. You're going to have to think about opening your throat again, guys. People have a problem with low notes, and if you ever hear any honky saxophone players, is because they haven't worked on this kind of exercise. Opening up the throat, getting the low notes to speak nicely. Every sound that comes out of your saxophone needs to be awesome. So, just a summary of what you should be practicing now. In your scale portion, that 3-minute scale portion that you should have added to your saxophone practice now, play the C major scale up and down once, slurred, once tongued, then do the C major arpeggio that we've just discussed a few times. Then a mixture of the two, so the arpeggio followed by the scale down, and then the scale up followed by the arpeggio down, and finally have a go at that little exercise, that little pattern that we've just done there. Really good for your playing, really good for your technique, really good for your sound. It's just a brilliant little exercise, really good time invested. That's what I'm for, guys, trying to get you as good as possible, as quickly as possible, and get your results showing as soon as you can. Alright guys, join me in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Alright.